And our goal was really to better understand where banks across the sector are on the digital banking journey, and understand how that progress really matters to all of you as you work to position your institutions for growth. So just a little background, the majority of the banking leaders that participated in the research were VP level and higher titles. All of them are personally involved in leading or executing on those initiatives. And we had banks that spanned all sizes, right? So there were, small, medium, and large banks, but we had 4 in 10 from that mid to large size banks with assets of 20 billion or more, and at least half of those had assets of $100 billion or more. So I give you all of that background just to say that I think the results really are very reflective of the opinions of digital banking stakeholders from banks across the ecosystem. That all being said though, Nate, before we dive in, I was hoping you could just take a few minutes to talk about why Onfido wanted to partner with us on this research, because I think that context would be really helpful to the audience.
Yeah, I mean, for one, your objective, right? So you're going into the conversation, engaging with these bank leaders, and their answers to your questions are more likely to be reality. If a vendor like Onfido goes and tries to do research like this directly, there tends to be some suspicion around the intention. Yeah. So clearly you guys are the experts in having your research team and yourself involved. It's just a benefit for us. The second point I'd say is just we want to understand deeply where our customers are and what's driving their kind of strategy, how they're thinking about the challenges they face. And so producing this kind of research gives us a lot of insights into how we can better serve the customers that we serve in America.
Absolutely, and it's true, we do have the relationship with all of our readers, which is great. It makes them often eager and willing to talk to us about these topics. So let's dive in and let's start by looking at the progress that's being made in digital banking. So if you look at institutions across the sector, we kind of see a tale of 2 banks here, where you've got global, national, and regional banks who are leading the charge when it comes to execution. And credit unions, and maybe to a lesser extent, community banks, are most often characterizing their progress as nascent or developing. So how do we define that? What does that mean? Banks who are nascent or developing in their digital banking efforts are those who are really just starting to get out of the gates, right? They mostly all have mobile apps, but they're really focused on primarily enhancing physical and online experiences with mobile, rather than taking, let's say, a mobile-first approach that drives measurable impacts. And those would be the banks in the middle, those transforming banks, which make up about 40% of the people that we surveyed. And then the most digitally mature are those who are classified as leading, right? That's that top 27%. And those are the banks that are really using mobile to create new services or reinvent business models to drive growth. So I think